Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton, and it is Friday night. I'm so excited that everybody's here joining me. It looks like we are getting quite the full house on all of our wonderful platforms. Just quickly saying hello to everybody over there on Rumble. Nice to see you guys. Oh, it's so great to have you guys here tonight. Hello to everybody over there on Pilled. We'll get back to Pilled in just a minute. Hello to everybody on X and hello to everybody on YouTube as we are starting the night. Oh my gosh, Pilled is already on fire. Let's do a huge thank you, right? And a round of applause to Mitchell. He's got us over there sailing. Let's just sit there and tell him how much you rock. Gifting a ship over there over on Pills. We're so excited. Thank you so much for your support of the show. Man, you guys are awesome. Don't forget to do your homework. Please hit those buttons, those likes, follows, and share. We want everyone to know how great our guest is tonight. I appreciate that so much. And you guys, thank you for supporting the show with your rant subscriptions, your pills, and all those way those come. Your cash apps, thank you very much. And also your tips. I sure do thank you so much for the support of the show. I hope you guys are ready. I know my guest is amazing. We are so excited to welcome back Kevin Winard. He is absolutely fantastic, you guys. He is an acclaimed drummer, percussionist, vocalist, and unforgettable conversation on music, creativity, and the life lived on rhythm. From picking up his first drumsticks at just 10 years old and touring the globe with legendary artists, Kevin's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Raised in a deeply musical family, he was shaped by the rich sounds of jazz, soul, and pop, leading to earlier work with Matt Catingub Big Band and touring alongside Captain Tennille. His career has since included collaborations with iconic performers like Paul Anka and Sergio Mendes, while performances spanning international jazz festivals and even Buckingham Palace. Beyond the drums, Kevin has evolved into a producer, an educator, a jazz vocalist, and even more. Kevin is blending his love for music and connection in a whole new way with his passion project, Kevin's Beats and Eats. Drawing from over 4 decades on the road, he shares stories, culture, and cuisine gathered around the world, proving that music and food are two universal languages that bring people together. You guys, do me a favor and please welcome my great guest tonight, Kevin Winard.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Great. Welcome back. I am so excited to see you, my friend.
It's
How
been a
are you?
minute, hasn't it? It's been a while. When did we do that long one last time?
Oh, man, it could have been, I want to say maybe a year. I'm not sure. Maybe.
At least, huh?
Right?
Yeah. I'd say at least, yeah, probably a year. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My great producer JJ, he would have the knowledge on that. But I'm so glad to welcome you back, and thank you, White Wings, for the cookie over there. She says, "I love Art Night." I love Art Night too. We have so many different platforms now that we're streaming on, and so many new viewers. Why don't you give a little bit of introduction beyond what I've given about yourself,
Oh.
and we'll go from there.
Well, I'm Kevin Winard. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining in. I'm very honored to be here. I live in the LA area, Los Angeles area. I've been a professional drummer percussionist for probably over 40 years. Been very fortunate to travel a lot of different countries, see a lot of different experiences, eat a lot of different food, play a lot of different music. And I I haven't done as much traveling in the last couple of years because the person that I've worked with for the past 18 years, he unfortunately he had a stroke and he's suffered some health challenges. So he does a little bit of work here and there, but it's mostly local. We used to travel all the time, like 6 months out of the year for a number of years. But the last couple of years, I haven't really done much travel as far as work goes. But I what else? What else is going on? I did studio work and local work and teaching and things like that. And then I've gotten into a little side venture that we're going to talk about. So
yes, we are, you guys. If we will find that and put that into the links of his previous show with us today. But I don't know if you want to start off with one of your great songs, just so everybody can hear it. He's got an amazing voice, everybody. And I've got all the stuff loaded up for your next venture. But do you want to start with one of your songs that everybody gets to know you a little bit?
Oh gosh, sure. What did you have?
I have your whole thing, Kevin Winard Sings, pulled up. So you pick your favorite, and we'll play one.
Oh geez. Oh gosh. I guess Foggy Day, maybe.
Okay. Let me load that up.
That would work. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Awesome. You guys, we're going to listen to the sweet sounds of Kevin Winard. Let me pull this up so we can enjoy this amazing music, right? This is, you guys, all of his information, where to find him over on YouTube and Instagram. You guys make sure you do that, and we'll be dropping those in the chats as well. But everybody, here is Foggy Day.
I was a stranger in the city, out of town with the people I knew. I had that feeling of self-pity. What to do, what to do, what to do. The outlook was decidedly blue. But as I walked through the foggy streets alone, it turned out to be the luckiest day I have known. A foggy day in London town had me low, had me down. I viewed the morning with alarm. The British Museum had lost its charm. How long, I wondered, could this thing last? But the age of miracles hadn't passed, for suddenly I saw you there, and through foggy London town the sun was shining everywhere. A foggy day in London town, it had me low, it had me down. I viewed the morning with so much alarm. The British Museum had lost its charm. How long, I've wondered, could this thing last? But the age of miracles It hadn't passed, and suddenly I saw you there. And through foggy London town, the sun was shining everywhere.
Oh, wow. Woo. That is awesome. We got everybody dancing in all the chats over there. Oh my gosh, Kevin, you just sing so beautifully. I'm looking at the memes and I'm looking at the little emojis, and everybody is just having a great time on all 4 channels. You guys, thank you so much.
I got a question, a technical question for you.
Yeah.
How is there a way for, because I just see you and me, is there a way that I can see anybody else, or is that not possible?
Not possible unless you're on your phone looking at the channel. I can do that. So if you want to phone, I can share.
I'm on my laptop. I could do it on my phone, I guess.
Okay, so let me put this in the personal chats for you. The 2 that, okay, let me see. Right here, private chat. Okay, this is one. We've got a lot of our wonderful people there. And then let me share the YouTube channel with you as well. And hopefully they don't.
So I'm sorry. So it doesn't work on the laptop.
It does. It does. You just have to open up, click one of those links, and you could just open up. Just make sure you mute it, or we'll be in echo land. Other than that, yeah, you can see some of the chat.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I understand what's going on. Okay. So maybe, yeah, I gotcha. Because I'd like to see the people, because all I'm seeing is me, which, God, who wants to look at that? And then, and you, which everybody wants to look at you.
I'm waiting for you to say, and who wants to look at that? I'm like, don't you dare.
God. I don't want to look at that. My girlfriend doesn't want to look at me, so why would anybody else? Just kidding.
Oh, I doubt that.
She's downstairs, and she's just kidding. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so how would I do that? So if I go to Rumble, oh boy, this could be a little complicated. Can you do me a favor? Well,
yes.
Oh, I can copy the link and I can message it to myself.
On the link and open it up. Either way. Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is that if I did that, sorry to take so much time, everyone. With this,
no problem.
Everybody's probably going, if I did that, let me send this to myself here real quick. I'm going to message it to myself. Okay. Then it will show up on my iPad. And
isn't that awesome, guys? He wants to see what you have to say. So everyone be nice now.
Let me see here. There we go. I'm going to go here and I'm opening that up and dot. Oh my God. Hi. Now I get it.
Right?
Oh, this is much better. Oh, okay.
Now you can see them. I usually
see
grab
everybody like chatting.
Comments.
Hi.
That's right. Everyone
yeah,
say
good
hi.
technical, Kevin, on the laptop. Just need to open up a browser, but mute the browser. Okay, yeah. But the problem is I'm actually in the studio version of this. Now
right.
oh God. Look at that. I see the double chin. Terrible. We are patient. Hi guys. Hey, thank you so much. So now that we're back, I'm back.
Right. Now that we're back. But it's nice to be able to see, I try to grab them as fast as I can. And sometimes I can click them on here. Sometimes it's a copy and paste. And I'm getting really, really fast at this, but it's exciting. But we're on 4 channels right now, Kevin. So we're on X. I mean, I could give them all to you if you want, but X. But Rumble is just raging. Pill's another one that's just exploding right now. And YouTube, we're slowly building, aren't we, guys, over there? So, but yeah, we are so excited to have you. So you guys, isn't he amazing? And just singing was one of the latest things before you started on this venture, because weren't you kind of more of just with percussion and so forth? And then you said, okay, I'm going to give it my voice a whirl.
Well, the singing thing, I honestly did back in the late 80s. Yeah, back in the late 80s, like a lot of musicians were looking for work and playing in hotels and bars when they actually had music and bands back then, instead of just sports bars and things like that, especially in the hotels like the Hyatts and whatnot. But so everybody had to sing, and so we'd do our singing pop tunes and whatnot. And then I kind of got into singing standards just as a hobby. but not like as a career move. It was just more of a hobby to do, and like, I'll do a one-off here and there once every year or something like that. And then the piano player that's on that recording, Peter Clark, who's sadly passed away, but I used to do a lot of recording for him as a drummer percussionist. And I'm actually not playing drums on that track. I'm playing congas. I overdubbed swing congas on that. But that stuff was recorded for that whole album. All those tracks were recorded. He was like a more homegrown producer kind of guy in Santa Barbara. And he would record a lot of different people and it just record all these different songs and then reuse these recordings for different artists. So he went up to me one time. He goes, "I remember you sing." And I said, "Yeah, sometimes." And he goes, "Well, here's like 25 songs. Pick out the best 15 of these songs, of these tracks that a bunch of different people had recorded as far as rhythm sections, and said, pick out the songs you'd want to sing on." And so that was one of the songs. And then whatever's on that album, I can't remember how many songs are on there, but that's what I did. So everything was already pre-recorded. And I went in for like 2 days and recorded all the vocals.
Right.
So that's how that came about. And it was just literally like a grassroots project. It wasn't like a big release. It was just a fun thing to do. And he was really gracious enough to say, "Yeah, I've already paid for the session, so I'm not going to charge you anything to record your vocals. Just do it." I said,
That's
"Okay,
awesome.
great." So it was just more like a friendship thing, but it was fun to do, Yeah.
That is
And then
awesome.
and occasionally I still sing and do gigs here and there. So
Right.
I enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
I had told everybody, I was like, the only thing that's going to stop our guest from coming on is if he gets a gig, you guys, and I don't know who's going to say no, right? So
Right, exactly.
I'm just really thrilled because you're amazing. Not only the way you play, but your voice is just amazing. The whole entire package, it's just awesome, Kevin. We just love it. I know I love it.
Wow.
I'm seeing my audience loving this too. So super exciting. And now we are going to talk about your next venture, because first of all, when you're talking about that, I was a bartender long time ago when I was going to do my pre-culinary stuff in Vegas, and I remember these little bands that were, back in the day, and they would be right there, and you're like, right there, I got to sit there and watch them play, and I'll do all kinds of stuff. So it kind of just brought a memory back to me. And that was
sure.
Boy, that was a time. But as I was going this, I have been a chef, well, not necessarily anymore, but I was a chef and had restaurants. And so for over 20 something years, And so when you're talking about this and talking about the collaboration and entwining music and food, I mean, you're right up my alley. And I am just so excited about this. I even have your official song ready to go so we can introduce that as well, too, because I'm like, what a great idea to combine the two. But before I play that, if you want to talk about this new venture, I'm all ears.
Sure. So I remember talking to you probably a year ago. This idea was kind of the genesis of the whole thing. And I was asking you about YouTube versus Rumble, and I'm actually not opposed to putting the content on Rumble, which I might want to talk to you privately about. But the idea was, I was kind of inspired by, I've always loved food shows in terms of like the travel food shows, that kind of fun stuff. And then like when Jerry Seinfeld did the comedians in cars getting coffee, I thought that's hilarious. It was just a great idea, just fun stuff. So what I did is sometimes I just go out to eat somewhere by myself, like everybody else. They do a little foodie show, and everybody's gone viral with that on YouTube. But the niche that I was thinking, I was like, what could I do that's a little bit different, was to combine it with not necessarily music, because that would just be, production wise, would be a little too difficult to do. And then there's some licensing issues, as as you've run into, right? So I composed my own theme song. I'm doing everything wrong that you're supposed to do on YouTube in terms of getting traffic. It's kind of funny. I'm like the antiviral person. So meaning, they always say don't have a long theme song. I have a 45-second theme song that I composed, that I got with my friends to play on it. And I produced the song, and it's like a big band swing thing. And then I did a voiceover on it, and I did a whole montage of photos and things of me, of travels and eating and this and that. And so it's kind of tongue in cheek. And then I talk about the episode, then I do a drum beat, I would do like a drum beat for like a minute. Sometimes I combine it with drums and percussion, and then we get into the episode. So I've only really, because that takes so long to produce, I'm only releasing basically an episode one a month. So it's not like there's no way, it's all me doing everything. I'm doing all the
Right.
video editing, I'm doing everything, all the music production, everything. So
Right.
it would be impossible.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's the genesis of the idea. However, I think it's been, I'm in full disclosure, it's been a little disappointing because I thought it would have gotten a little more traffic than it did, and it's been kind of. I put together a bunch of video shorts, which got a lot more viewership,
Mm-hmm.
and that was cool. But then, and we could get into the weeds again with the YouTube algorithms and what's going on with that, and it's just like everything starts and then it just stops, and I'm
Right.
like, I don't know
Yeah,
what I'm doing
this is
wrong.
why you got to
You
get
know?
on Rumble, because YouTube's going to cite me for just even playing your song with you here. They might not even let me play this after you guys are live watching this, because they'll be like, music
Mhm.
violation. And you're like, seriously, the artist is here. You know,
Right,
you know?
right.
It's just
So
crazy. This is why
I
we got to get you into Rumble. Yeah,
yeah, I'm going to
Mhm.
talk to you about that because I ended up going with this company called Epidemic Sound that I pay an annual fee for like 60,000 songs and licensing. So after the theme song, I go in post production and I pick out all these different music things in the background with all the dialogue.
Right.
But it's all license free.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I pay for that service,
Right.
Yeah, because you can't use any pre-recorded music if you're ever going to monetize your channel or
Right.
anything like that. YouTube's really, really strict about that. So, but it's been a fun thing to do. I think the next one, I've had friends. The other thing is nobody knows me on YouTube, and then I'm with my friends, and the content I think is kind of funny and entertaining. But to somebody that doesn't know me, they may kind of go, "Who is this?" So I'm kind of like trying to figure out my way and what I'm gonna do. I might change some things around, you know. But
Yeah.
I am having fun with it. It's been an incredible challenge learning video editing the last year, just
Yeah.
by watching countless videos, doing it all myself, and
Right.
it's been a lot. It's
I
been
do know
a
this.
huge undertaking.
3 years and counting, 5 shows. Trust me. One of the thing is whatever social media you're on, I advertise for my show almost every single day, and kind of getting that out and replying to people and engaging and inviting people and all this kind of stuff to come watch a show. So that might be something you do on your social medias.
Mhm.
Get your friends like me, and stuff like that. Because another thing too is you can join like my artist corner, whatever they're putting in the artist corner, I share out on 8 different platforms, so that's
Wow.
getting people to share the stuff for you, so that you're a great friend of mine. So we will just show you where to go, and you can join, and you can drop a song in there or drop a short in there, and we just share it out for you and help you along the way. That's what I love to
Oh
do.
my God, that's so nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That is incredible.
All my
Yeah,
people will
because
tell you
you're
that's
like
what I love to do.
you're a massive inspiration because what you do is astounding to me. The amount of work that you put in, it's just
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I
impressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I love my audience, and they love me back. And it's just great to just provide something that's just awesome. This is why we have arts nights, and I do the cooking show on Sunday and all these kind of things, because, in all the crazy, I have one show that we kind of talk about crazy, but mostly about humanity and hope. But, is to do something that's different than everyone else is doing, to bring stuff
Mm,
of just being able to have a few hours where we can enjoy your music or enjoy some art and really bring that beauty to the world again. Right. I love it. Absolutely
very
love it.
cool. Very, very cool. And again,
So,
thank you everybody for watching. I'm very honored to, that you're taking time out of your life to hang out. So thank you so much. Very sweet.
aren't they great? They are just the
Yeah.
greatest. I always say I have the best. I do. I have the best community, and thank you guys so much for that. Right? They're already loving this. All right, we're
Mm.
going to get back to this because I want you guys to see this amazing introduction to his show of, whoops, here we go. His Kevin's Beats and Eats. So let's put this on full blast here,
Oh,
everybody.
actually, believe it or not. Okay,
That's not it?
that is not it.
Okay.
This is one of the things before you get into that.
Okay.
This is what I think I might modify with the show actually going forward. That is actually that's the post show. That's not
Right.
the show. So the episode, let me see, what would be a good one?
I have,
the one
it says the official Kevin's Beats and Eats music video. That's not it.
That would be, oh, that's okay. That's the music video. Yeah, play that. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and play that. That's the music video of the musicians that played on it and the theme song. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was mistaken.
That's what I wanted to play. All right.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to shut up now.
No, it's no problem. Here we go. You guys are going to love this, right?
Perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Okay, hit that ending one more time. Oh, I see what you did.
Phenomenal. That wasn't the end. I thought it was the end.
It's just like a little tale where my friend's laughing and I just was cracking up with them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I just dropped the links for everybody in the chat where you can go find his YouTube and go subscribe. That is awesome. Absolutely phenomenal, my friend. Wow.
So that was the video that I decided to do, that feature the musicians, just so that people, to honor them, because they all did me a solid. And I said, hey, would you mind playing on this? And they did it for like next to nothing. And the piano player actually helped me orchestrate it with the horns and all that stuff, even though I did the arrangement. But so I wanted to, I said, let me go and shoot video, guys, of playing the tune, and me playing the tune. And then I'll just, it's up there for anybody who wants to see, so that just to say, hey, it's not all about me as far as that was going. It was just like, these guys really did me a solid. But the actual, like an actual episode, if I don't know if you want to get into that, but the actual episode is that's the montage of me, different places, and I do a voiceover talking about the show and my background, and then it gets into a drum beat and that kind of thing. So yeah,
we can play anything you want. If you want to play a little bit of one of your shows, we can do that. There's so many great things. You tell me which one you want to do.
I think the one that's would be good is well, I mean, I don't know if you want to play actual like content of the show, or do you want to play just the intro?
I can. You got some that are like 7 minutes with Chester Cooley. Some that aren't very, long. We can play.
Oh, so okay, so that's called a post show, which is a little bit different. That's like an after show, which is one of the things I might actually get rid of because it's a little confusing for viewers. Okay. I might have to streamline my content to make it a little bit easier to understand. But it's Kevin Eats At. That's the actual show, like the long form episode. So if you want to do the first. The second one where I go try food with vegan food with my friends, it's actually very funny. That's a very, very funny show. Very funny episode. But it has the same intro, but a different drum beat. And if you want to look at that, we could do that. It's I think the thumbnail says, wait, it's vegan, because I tried vegan food for the first time in my life with my friends.
I am looking for that. Wait, it's vegan. Okay. Let's see. I am not seeing that one. From what I see here, right? I'm seeing Eat at Rascals and Eat at Chubby.
Yeah, that's it. That's
at
it.
Rascals?
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Yeah.
Okay. So you want to play the whole thing for everyone to watch?
Well, if you maybe they could see the little bit. You can scroll ahead. And
absolutely. No, let's do it, guys. All right. I'm going to load it up right now. Here we go, everyone. Kevin Eats at Rascals.
Welcome to Kevin's Beats and Eats. I'm Kevin Winard. For over 40 years, I've been a professional musician. Throughout my career, I've traveled all over our great country and to many places around the world, playing with fantastic musicians, meeting many interesting people, and sharing meals with anyone who will join me. Now you're probably thinking, oh my God, not another foodie show. But not only is watching this incredibly informative and necessary, but you'll also get to be entertained by my wit, charm, humor, and of course, humility. So sit back and enjoy Kevin's Beats and Eats. Hey kids, welcome to another episode of Kevin's Beats and Eats. Thank you so much for watching and joining in. I hope you like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm, of course. Today, I am meeting my good friend, Al Vafa. He is a musician in town. He's a Santa Barbara staple. He's been here for years. He plays guitar, he sings great, and he does the blues, the jazz, a little bit of everything. But he takes me to a vegan restaurant, which is called Rascals. Now, I'm not necessarily a big fan of vegan food. Admittedly, I haven't had that much of it, so I can't really give a fair assessment of what vegan food is like. But Al says it's great, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. My good friend, Jerry Compton, whom I've known since high school at least, if not earlier, he's going to be joining us. He will be doing the camera work, and he will also join us on the dining experience. As always, thank you so much for checking this out. Like and subscribe, like I said. And I'm going to do my little beat, and then we'll be on to the show. Thanks. Who's that guy walking up? Who's our cameraman right there? There he is. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, good luck.
Hey.
Al here.
That's Mr. Al on the left, and that's Mr. Jerry.
Good, man. You look good.
Yeah, you look good, buddy. There it is. Rascals Vegan Food. That way.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, he did it on a failed Costco attempt. It was terrible, and I never used it.
Yeah,
So-
you told me.
No, Jerry was great. Jerry was amazing. He wasn't that good. He really wasn't that good at all. Do you speak? Are you going to speak at this thing?
You know, I took a vow of silence.
Just today. So you're a virgin.
Starting now.
Al Vafa, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Jerry, thank you for joining me. We're going to do this thing?
Yeah. It's going to be great.
It's going to be whatever.
It's palpable. I can feel the excitement in the air.
Can't wait to try their steaks.
No, I got the perfect thing for you.
Really?
It's a wrap that's toasted. It's a kind of asada substitute, but it's great. Yeah, I think it's right in your alley. Actually, we could do a combination where I'll do some tacos and we'll split it.
I can't believe you're paying for all this. So we're going to go?
You're ready.
All right. I'm hungry. This better be good.
You look hungry. You always look hungry. Anyway, I love it.
Rascals in Santa Barbara began as the dream of local chef Dallin Moreno, whose journey into food started with a personal shift at age 15. After watching a documentary that exposed the realities of slaughterhouses, Moreno chose to go vegan. Growing up in a Mexican-American household where meat was central, he taught himself how to recreate the flavors he loved in plant-based form. Moreno and his friends cooked up meals together. He says, "I felt like none of us knew what we were doing. We were just a bunch of rascals making vegan food." Hence the name Rascals was born. In 2018, Moreno launched Rascals Pop-Up. These pop-ups quickly gained a local following, not only for the food, but also for the warm, community-centered atmosphere Moreno cultivated. In 2023, after years of hustling through temporary kitchens, Moreno secured a permanent home for Rascals, which is located at 432 East Haley Street.
That's usually your line before a date, right? You know that. You know this is full service. Anyway, so,
Say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
oh, this is Jerry's stuff.
Ooh. Cauliflower taco.
Oh, there's 3 of them. So Jerry, you should. I mean, you should get one of those too.
Wow. This thing is delicious.
Thank you.
This is the elote, right?
Yes.
What is,
Oh,
what is that? Is that
This
a
looks
blood
great.
orange or is it just a
Yeah,
It's a dehydrated lemon.
dehydrated lemon?
Oh, that makes sense.
wow, shows what I know. Look at that. Okay,
See,
we
that's
got to
the
bring
thing
this
I was-
up to the camera.
That's the
Come
thing
on.
I was telling you you'd like.
It looks amazing. Da, da, da. Wah, 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 wah. Ah,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, we should actually cut some of this for you too.
Find that either.
Perfect. Al, I have your first question for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. You were born in Iran, right?
Can I use Jerry as a lifeline? Jerry, where was I born? There you
Is
go.
that your final answer? What year?
68, Jerry.
Did you eat Persian food growing up? And if so,
Oh yeah,
what were
that's
some of the dishes?
that's a good question.
I'm really good at this. I'm a professional. I've done this before.
Oh
my God.
forgot about that.
I haven't had a chance to eat yet. How is it? Is it good?
Yeah, great.
Is it really great? Kale salad. I'm a little iffy on the kale salad, got to be honest, because it's kale.
Right.
Just saying. What were some of the dishes you had growing up?
So 2 of the main things they do is kebab
Right.
with rice. The rice is famous. I mean, the rice is just. I think it's the best rice. It's very elaborate. You know, the way they prepare it.
How's it different from, say, Indian rice?
Rice is a little bigger. It seems like probably, and it's just separate from each other. Each one is the texture is different. They put a lot of butter in it, saffron, you know, salt. It just has all the things that you love in food.
Everything you love.
With a kebab, sometimes the prep we would do is we would put an egg yolk in the rice, mix it up, and then they would have roasted tomato.
Wow.
Put a little bit of that, and then they had this thing called samagh. I mean, you've heard of samagh,
Yeah, I
haven't
think so.
you? Yeah. So you put that, which is kind of, it's got a tangy thing, and you can't really do too much of it. Westwood was one of the earliest places with Persian restaurants,
Right.
because a lot of Persians migrated to LA when the revolution happened. I used to take my friends to the Persian restaurant, and they used to call the samagh the cocaine of Persian spice. You know, Persians love savory stuff.
Right.
A lot of their dishes have lime or lemon. Like the other big dish besides the kebab is the stews. Well, you know, I really think the Seinfeld episode where the car has a smell because there was a food in it.
Yeah.
That's really, I think, Persian food.
What did I get here?
Isn't that, that's the one?
I'm gonna take. Well, I gotta get a bigger bite.
That's a sada wrap. Right?
A lot of flavor.
I gotta say, it's very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
I mean,
Surprisingly, really,
The beauty-
really good.
a vegan to me is a movie hat that's memorable. If you can have 5 really good scenes in a movie, that's a really good movie. Great.
That's what I'm hoping for with this.
I know.
Yeah, I
We
just
got
want
5.
one. I
We
just
got
want one. I'm still not there with you.
Well,
It's not
here,
really working out.
let me help.
When Harry Met Sally is really up there for me.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to pick something like that, I'd pick what it copied was Annie Hall.
Yeah, I like When Harry Met Sally better.
I mean, yeah.
I know Annie Hall's great. I know everybody's Woody Allen. I know that. I know.
Yeah. Remember my favorite Woody Allen line, right?
That is really awesome because it looks like you're just having so much fun just talking about whatever, eating great, you know, food, trying new things. So I'm sure, you know, my first question is, it's how hard, I wouldn't imagine it'd be that hard to get a restaurant to totally sign on. I'd be like, you want to do a show about my place? Right?
Well, that's not that difficult. The hard thing is because like when professionals they have you know, when they have a crew, First of all, somebody like nobody's going to say no to a Jerry Seinfeld, of course,
Right.
right?
Right.
Must have been the mutton smell. That was funny. I
Right.
saw that. I just saw the comment. Hilarious.
Right.
Yeah. So, but no, everybody's been very cool about that. The biggest thing, though, honestly, and the first episode I did, this was the second one, but the first one I did, we did it inside because there was too much sun, and my guest, he said, yeah, I'd rather sit inside because of my skin, and I said, okay, no problem. Then it was but sonically it was a problem, even though we were wearing lavalier mics. So the biggest problem is the sonic quality. I'm always conscientious, I want to make sure the dialogue is clear. So I do a lot of stuff in post and make sure that everything's nice and even and all that stuff. But I've found sitting outside is actually the best, because you sit inside in a restaurant, and unless you have like boom mics and professional wind, the whole thing, and a guy holding a microphone over here, doing the audio, it becomes quite a challenge, and all I'm using are basically 2 iPhones on tripods and 2 lavalier mics. And one of the guys, like there's 2 people there, he's off mic. So then I have to go manually boost his audio. It gets time consuming for sure, But the actual doing of it is a lot of fun. Once you get everything set up and we're rolling and going, I don't really talk about anything. We just press record, go. It's kind of like what you do, but it's
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't like to
Just
ask a lot of
spontaneous.
questions because I like to be surprised and be engulfed in the conversation, and things will pop up and
Right.
as we discuss stuff, and it makes it more casual. To me it's a lot more fun, more natural,
Right.
versus something scripted.
Sure.
And I can totally see your point, because whenever I go on the road to some kind of event or whatever, oh my gosh, guys, it's just crazy with the lights and the camera. Even if you're using your phone, you got to have the microphones, you got to have, even like a little round light or something, depending on if you're inside. Another thing too, by you having it outside too, is you're not in the hustle and bustle of the staff, moving
Exactly.
around. It's really crowded. So they can usually put you at a table that's kind of more isolated, where it just doesn't be, a major problem, because you have servers and guests coming in and out all around you, and the editing. So the fun thing, so you've done a show for, I don't know, maybe sit there for an hour, and then a week or 2 later with all the editing, right? Right. To get that perfect for your show.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's really fun when I'm obsessing till 5 a.m. going, is this loud enough? Is it too loud? Is the music too loud? And I'm just, and because I get really OCD with it, I could just
Right.
drive myself insane. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's, I mean, it can be time consuming and get intense.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually went, the thing that I have to go through that I'm really excited about, and it's not gonna be for a while, but probably a few months, is I went to Japan with my girlfriend, her mother, and my girlfriend's daughter in October. We went for 3.5 weeks.
Nice.
And so that was tremendous. Got so much content. I literally filmed every single day, which was great. But the downside is I have so much content to go through, and it's just me. And it's like 3 days in Fukuoka. So I did that. I'm almost done with that one. We have like a final dinner with her friend that she hadn't seen in 37 years, who lived there, because my girlfriend's a hairstylist. And then she hadn't seen him in 37 years. And then we met for dinner and had a great hang. And he took us to this fantastic place, sushi, everything. I mean, everything. And so, but we filmed for an hour, and nobody wants to sit there and watch people eat for an hour. You know what I mean? Unless you're there and hanging out, but nobody wants to just sit there and go, they're going to be bored out of their minds. So I have to go through, find those little spots. But during that entire trip, which is really cool, is I also went to a bunch of different temples. We went to different places to eat. So I'm walking through different subways and all this, and different trains, and talking about the culture, talking about the believe it or not, their mayonnaise, which is so different than our mayonnaise. And maybe some people know, remember Kewpie dolls? You remember
Yeah.
yeah. So they have, I think it's the same company. It's called Kewpie mayo, which Costco
Okay.
sells like a Kewpie sauce. Like it's Kewpie.
Okay.
And so the Japanese don't have, that's their mayonnaise. That's their number one brand. And I did some research on it. It's so much more rich than our mayonnaise, than our Best Foods mayonnaise or Hellman's, where if you're east of the Rockies.
I know. I make my own. I teach people how to make their
Okay.
own. I'm like, yeah, no. I don't
Okay.
want that crap. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. But they add more egg yolk in their mayonnaise,
Right.
which makes it super rich.
Right. It probably doesn't have all these chemicals and preservatives in it. You know, whenever
it's
I've gone
great.
abroad, you don't see any of that like you do with our food here. And it's unbelievable. The taste, the richness, the thickness. You're so right. I can only imagine.
It's so delicious.
Right.
And the biggest thing, and a lot of YouTubers have talked about this because I went and did my research before going over, are the convenience stores, the 7-Elevens. And their 7-Elevens, because they're owned by a Japanese corporation, is a completely different level than American 7-Elevens. Their prepared food, everything's and it's all immaculate.
Yes.
Have you been to Japan at all?
No, but it's on my list of one of the few places. But I mean, even the kids in education are responsible for cleaning up their own rooms, taking care of their own school. You don't see garbages there. I mean, it's very, very clean. It's definitely on my list to go to. I've not been to any Asian country. The farthest I've been, besides Australia, but the farthest I've been is like different African countries. But it is on my list. Oh, it's on my list.
It's magnificent. It's a whole wonderful, it's just an incredible experience. And just like the whole culture takes so much pride in, like you said, keeping everything clean, trains on time, respect, courtesy. It's just
exactly.
Being in Tokyo, here's an interesting thing. Basically, the greater area of Tokyo is about 39 million people, which is the size of California. It's the biggest city in the world. Nobody honks. No, I didn't hear one car honking.
Right.
In the city,
nobody out the window screaming, whatever.
Nothing.
No.
Doesn't. I was being a moron in Fukuoka when I was taking my camera and filming, like, oh, I got to get this and this, and I'm standing there, and a man is behind me, a Japanese gentleman, and it's very customary. It'd be very rude for them to walk around, right? Or to go, hey, can you move out of the way? So what they do is they grunt. They kind of clear their throat. It was just like, like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Simasen. I was like, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Right.
And he just gave me a stern look and just walked off. And I was like, I felt stupid American. I felt like that.
That's exactly what I was thinking in his brain. He's like, man, these tourists.
I didn't need to do a single thing. I was just like, I mean, he didn't need to do a single thing to make me feel worse than I could. Just doing that one little,
right?
You know what I mean?
That's as angry as they're gonna get. But basically, that's telling you up. You're gonna get out of our way, and I guarantee you, their mind.
You need to know. Yeah. Right. Yeah, and the thing about trash. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just excited one day to go see that. But go ahead.
So you're gonna trash. The thing about the trash, which is fascinating, like you said, there's no trash.
No.
The only trash will be coming from tourists. They don't litter. Japanese don't litter, and you can't find trash cans.
They go down.
No, they carry it in their backpacks.
Really? I thought that they had like common like trash bins, but they go under the ground or something. Am I wrong?
They may, but it's really hard to find a common trash bin.
Wow.
It's like you're walking blocks.
Wow.
And it's just like everybody's responsible for their trash. They all have little backpacks and they put their soda bottles, and you won't see any Japanese people walking and eating or drinking anything. It's considered rude. They just walk and go where they need to go. If you sit down, you eat, that's it. It's just these little subtle things. And what you said about the elementary schools, there's no janitors.
No.
The kids are taught very early on to pick up and they're assigned chores.
That's
like, this class is going to clean up this. They're going to do this. They're going to clean the cafeteria. They're going to sweep over here. I mean,
yes,
it's such a simple thing, but it's such, I think culturally, if we adopted that
Oh my
for
gosh.
young kids,
Oh,
our country would in
right.
seconds would be better.
I totally agree. I totally
You
agree
know?
because one of the things when I had my school running is it was just even teaching the basics of, do you even know how to cook? Do you even know how to do budgets? Do you even know, I mean, prepare, because are we even preparing besides, you know, learning how to read and write, which is vital, don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
going out in the real world. I mean, you know, I mean, cooking and growing gardens. I would even teach them how to take, you know, different kinds of things from around the yards and fruits and vegetables and grass and make their own paint. You know, I'm like, you guys, it's unbelievable. But they just do, I mean, starting kindergarten, everybody, they're cleaning. They teach them, you know, how to grow a garden. They teach them about cooking. They teach them about cleaning up their own classrooms. Everybody's involved and it's spick and span. Can you imagine that kind of education here in the States? It would be unbelievable.
Yeah, personal accountability at an early age is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
really
it is.
great.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no downside. There's no
No.
downside from that. You know?
No, they would be a
Really
lot
good.
more conscious of where things come from and also some respect for others. Because, you know, I mean, it's like you had it so easy, but can you imagine that if you actually, and pride, teaching that as well too. It's just amazing what we could do here. Somebody put me on that board. I keep saying that. Somebody please put me on that board. I've got great ideas, because also I learned through all of my degrees and my education and things like that, art integration, whether it's music or painting or sculpting or whatever, or writing, creative writing, it enhances everything you're learning. And I had that from some of the best professors, you know, in the world, talk to me about retention and creativity. It's like learning a second language. And when you give them a project that has that included, it's unbelievable how much they retain and number one, enjoy it more. But can you imagine doing that as well, guys? So we're teaching them all about taking care and have pride in their building, their classroom, and so forth. And then you integrate all the kind of creative stuff into their projects. I would love it.
You know what was also astounding? You don't see that many unhoused or homeless people in Japan, but there are. But I saw 2 tents in Osaka, and Singapore is absolutely extremely clean. I've been there a few times, and yes, somebody at Craig-B31 said Singapore is very clean, and yes, it's immaculate. Another country, it's immaculate. But when I was in Osaka, I looked at a park, and at night I was just walking, and looked out, and I saw they had the blue tarps, like the paint tarps kind of thing, you know, covering. The amazing thing, they didn't have a home. They were sleeping there, right?
Right.
Their grounds surrounding their area, it was just 2 of them, immaculate. No trash.
Isn't that unbelievable?
I'm like, how is that even in the most desperate of
They still
times,
had that. Right.
pride.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Maybe homeless, but you know what? I'm not going to live in a dumpster. You know,
No.
and it's like, I think
was
you're
incredible.
in California or you're in the LA area.
Mm-hmm.
See, and you're like, seriously, have you gone down to downtown, all those kind of places, right?
Oh,
Homeless
it's in the
alleys,
San Fernando
like,
Valley.
oh my
It's
gosh, right?
you
It's
go to Granada
horrible.
Hills. It's
Right.
really bad. Really
Exactly.
bad. Yeah.
I was even showing a video yesterday where they're literally taking an old stadium and they're like, let's build gardens and everybody can come and have a community garden. And so we're not going to use this, but we're going to beautify it. You guys can come grow your foods. You guys, you know, I mean, everything you can think of what we could so be doing, right? Just so much, you know, let's repurpose this and grow an amazing garden. It was phenomenal. But it is definitely on my list. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And, you know, I think a lot of times when I go around to different countries too, that whole taking that dinner is very serious. That mealtime, we're going to sit down. We're going to unplug. We're going to spend, I mean, I'm used to the hour for dinner because, right, we're going to eat, conversate, spend time with each other, enjoy and relish in this meal versus like 3 bites and we're done. We're totally trained that way, guys. Fast food. Come on. You got a half an hour lunch, right? Choke that down, back to work. Versus, you know, these amazing moments where mealtime is just a beautiful thing in so many other countries, guys.
Oh yeah, you go to Italy, you go to Spain, it's an event. You go out to dinner, it's going to be 2 hours. You know, and it's time to be with friends and family and drink some wine and have multiple course meals that, you know, it's not bougie, it's just like, but that's just what they do. And it's like, wow, I could get used to this. And I'm the worst. I'm the worst, like, I'm sure like many people, you know, I'm constantly on my phone, constantly eating and on my phone and doing this and eating fast, and I got to go do this and I got to go do that. Same thing. And you get into that rat race thing and to stop, it's hard because, we're just so,
Right.
like you said, we're just kind of geared towards that here,
I
Yeah.
loved it. There's some things I really loved when I was in Cuba for 3 months. I was with a group, for the school, and most of them were like 19. I'm older, right? And so, but they're like people. I mean, when they had their phone, and there wasn't, there's internet in certain areas, so you couldn't like even be on your phone for internet. So it's like, what's the purpose? But we'd sit down for dinner all together in these different group things, and they would just look at us. Well, not me, but look at these guys. Like, are you serious? And they wouldn't even start dinner until everyone put their phones down. And you're like, and the same thing.
Wow.
Different kinds of meals and whatever, but they thought it was totally rude. This is mealtime. We're going to sit down. We're going to eat and, have different kind of courses coming. We're going to have a mojito or maybe some wine and coffee at the end.
Right.
You're like, oh, were you trained in Italy? Right? Because I've been both.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, but it's such a wonderful experience. But then you come back home, you're like, I've got 15 minutes. Let's slam this down. I'm like
Yep.
that. I eat little bits throughout the day and, stuff like that. But, it's just a great place to go. You guys should, definitely go abroad if you get a chance, because you'll be so surprised at how different it is here. Yeah, we might have the freedoms and stuff like that, but we don't relish in these kind of experiences of pride, cleanliness, meal times, that so matter other places.
But you know what? We used to do it. I remember in the 70s growing up,
Oh,
my
yeah.
parents.
That's right.
Because but I think I love technology. Obviously, we're here using technology now, and it's great. I love technology. But there were
Right.
I sound like an old man, a simpler
There was a
time, right? Because I am old. But there was a simpler time where we would sit with the family and you'd eat and you'd talk about what you did. And it wasn't every day because you didn't have that time. But Italian American families would do that. They'd Sunday
did.
dinner, right? And religious Jewish people, where they have Shabbat. That's everything's off. They still do
Right.
that, where it's like they
Mhm.
stop for one
One
day, and they have 24 hours where they
Mhm.
can't be on any devices. They
That's
have to
right.
hang with the family. They reflect. They rest. They read. Whatever they do. No TV, and it's just no internet, nothing. And
That's right.
I'm the worst offender of that. I'm the worst admittedly, otherwise I'd be a complete hypocrite, that I'm always on my devices. I'm
Right.
obsessed. I'm completely addicted. And I need
That-
to just stop. I need to train myself, retrain myself when I was
Yes.
younger and just like slow down,
Mhm.
But
I
it's
agree.
it's a beautiful thing.
I was raised, and so obviously I have that kind of family. It was every night. Sundays was special,
Mm.
like, but every night, because my mom was like, you go do what you want to, but you're going to be home for dinner and you're going to, right. And I could
Right.
maybe go out and play the street light kind of situation, but dinner was the family thing. And maybe because, dad would be off of work, or he worked at graveyard a lot of times, making sure that we had time with him too. And I can remember getting obsessed with all this kind of stuff. And I'm on the phone all the time. And my husband, bless his heart, he started looking at me. He's like, so, there's only 2 hours before he works at night. So there's only 2 hours before I leave, and you're stuck to a phone. And that's all he had to say. And I'm like, okay, between 3 and 5, it's his time. And on his days off, but I made that conscious effort because I'm like, I married this. I want to spend time with you. And I didn't even know, but you do. You got something in your face. And how do you even have a conversation when you're not doing that? So I have tried really hard to say, okay, between this time and this time, it's your time. And on your days off, they all know.
That's
I have
nice.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays on no shows because that's his days off. And try to do
Oh,
that.
wow.
But
Okay.
it's the same thing though. Like you said, you got to retrain yourself, because I'm like, oh, okay, one more text, or, oh, I got to promote this, or, oh, I have this show coming up, or whatever. And he's like, find another time to do that. Okay.
Right. Well, that's a great night. That's a nice compromise you guys both found. That's a really, really cool thing.
Right. But there was
That's
a
awesome.
time, you guys, I'm talking about it, right? There was a time. Now it's right in front of the TV. That's right. As soon as they came up with the invention of the TV tray, I think that's what started it.
The TV dinner, right? The TV tray and the TV dinner. Although I have great memories of that. There was something about, the Swanson Salisbury steak. As terrible as it was, but as a kid, it was the most exciting thing to sit there and watch TV with your family. They'd be watching, and we're watching whatever show it was,
Right.
Maude or something like that, and
Right.
All in the Family, and
Mm-hmm.
but it was we were all there, and there
Right.
was something special about the food was terrible on those things, right? It- but then you got that little dessert that this much of mashed potatoes that were just watered mashed potatoes, terrible, but somehow they tasted delicious. I don't know
Right.
why.
I don't know
Yeah.
either. I'll tell you what, no, I don't know about that. My kids grew up with a chef, right? I told you this. So they do they were taught this. And so when they are young adults now, and so they're on budgets. And I remember my son is like, this just, is this like prisoner food? What? He was so upset. This is horrible. And I'm laughing. I'm like, you were spoiled. A lot of people go and still buy that and they just, heat it up and that's good. I mean, we grew up with that kind of stuff per se. Well, but I go, you grew up with a chef who made all your breads from scratch, who made all your things, who spent hours making sauce to go with that, with that pasta. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
so yes, I was an
Yeah.
Italian chef for a long time. So everything I even do here, and I've got to get my Sunday shows better. I'm getting there because I started with a laptop, Kevin. I really started with just basic bones. And now I got a microphone. I got to put one on here because sometimes it's off. I've got the aerial cameras now. The first ones were horrible, but I got to, you get better and better with this. But I grow my own produce and then I can it and I make these sauces and whatever. I'm like, so my kids are totally spoiled, but when they go off to college, they're like, and they eat cheap food or they go to the grocery store and they know they only have a certain amount of money. So they try to buy all the cheapest little thing like, hey, frozen dinners. That sounds like a good idea. And my son's like, no. It's like being punished. Just
See,
saying.
this is you're gonna hate me because this is the complete antithesis of you. Is I did a couple of one of my favorite places is Costco, which is like a lot of people, but I just love the company. I think they're wonderful how they treat the employees and the benefits, and then also the return policy on everything. It's great. But I did a couple of video shorts on my channel that they were just meant to be funny and quick edits, kind of almost like a TikTok video,
Right.
like a minute long. And both of them are just like everything was bought at Costco. And I like my Costco, one of my Costco breakfast things that I do at home. And the other one's my Costco dinner. And they're already pre-made, pre-made mini tacos, but they're
Okay.
actually really good, and I got the sauce. This would actually be kind of funny to play because you'll probably just be shaking your head going, blasphemy. How dare you, sir? How dare you do this? You're going to watch it and you're going to go, ugh. And
Right.
you have a foodie show and you're doing this?
Right.
Really?
Right.
But it's true. I'll go there. It's like, man, I had a rehearsal today. I talk about it. I had a quick rehearsal. I
Got
didn't
it
have time to
loaded
cook
up.
anything. Yeah. So if you want to play that, I think that'd be a
I
funny
do.
one. It's about a minute long.
Oh, that's funny. Here you guys go. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I think it's called My Costco Go-To Dinner.
Yeah.
There it is.
My Costco
There it
go-to
is.
dinner. Here we go, guys.
Yeah, I'm back because nobody asked for it. I decided to give you, and I'm starving, so it's going to be as fast as I can possibly make it, my go-to Costco dinner menu. So here we go. We start with Don Miguel Chicken Chipotle Mini Tacos, bought from Costco. And they're so freaking good, I had half of them last night. I'm also a big fat pig, so there is that. S&W Black Beans Organic, nutritious and delicious, from Costco. Followed by Del Monte Fresh Cut Whole Kernel Corn. Say that 3 times fast. Del Monte Fresh Cut Whole Kernel Corn. Can't say it 1 time fast. And of course my staple, Mateo's Gourmet Salsa. Yum. And this bad boy, which was bought at, you guessed it, Costco. This is some very exciting stuff right here. And the corn. Yes, I put it all in together. I tell you, you can't buy this kind of entertainment. What do you want? It's free. Turn the air fryer on and set it to 375 for 6 minutes. Boop. This is like watching paint dry, isn't it? At least it is for me. Uh-oh, it's time. Because 10 ain't enough. Who am I kidding? And let it cook, baby. How are the beans and corn looking? Pretty good. So there you have it, my delicious and somewhat nutritious meal. But seriously, for a late night snack, this is the way to go. Had a long day, had a rehearsal, I was teaching, and I'm exhausted, and I'm starving. So this was done probably in about 12 minutes. Ow. Well, here we are, the finished product. I'm gonna scarf this down. Like I said, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I don't have time for this anymore. I gotta go. But thank you for watching. This is Kevin's Beats and Eats, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, talk to you later. Be sure to like and subscribe too. Thanks. Bye.
Oh my gosh, that's
Hey, guys.
funny.
And that took me about
Good.
It took me about 8 hours to produce that stupid little video. Just like making the timing right with the music, and oh my god, that one.
I don't even show my face with my cooking videos, right? I mean, because that would require a second camera setup and whatever. But I'm like, people don't realize my 20-minute video is 2 days, right? Because of all the prep and the whatever, you know. And then heaven forbid I make like a cheesecake. That's got to sit overnight, and we got to finish it the next day, and then we got to do the editing. And you're like, right on Sunday, you guys support the show. I love the comedy to it, you know, that you are adding in. And just amazing how I think you're doing really, really great on that.
Thank you. I'm seeing some of the comments. I'm sorry, I'm seeing some of the comments. We'd have Benny Hill or laughing playing in the background during dinner in the 70s and 80s. Benny Hill ruled. My dad and I watched Benny Hill all the time. And also said, same person, JJ said, love it, Kevin, very entertaining. Thank you so much. And Mateos.
Yes.
That person knows. They know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny trying to get, going back to getting the traffic and subscribers. It's been tough, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to work it out because I have that second show called Post Show. I don't know why I came up with this. I was actually, just in full disclosure, trying to stall because I couldn't get enough content out all the time consistently. Right. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a post show thing. Like it's an after show where people can tune in and watch that video. But I think the way it's laid out, it's a little confusing because I have the Kevin's Beats and Eats. And then I have this literally, I came up with this long title because I thought it would be funny, but I think it's actually kind of insane. So it's called Post Show Shenanigans and Tomfoolery, a subsidiary of Kevin's Beats and Eats. So it's like the most complicated thing I could think of. I did this stupid little British voice. I overdubbed this voice, you know, and you might want to play a little bit of that. Just it's kind of funny. And so, but I'm thinking about maybe for future episodes, maybe not even having it. Like just keep it. I might edit those for the future videos and just put them onto the long form video instead of having a separate video. Because I don't know for the viewer, and if I actually welcome, I'm gonna use the viewers here as guinea pigs. If you want to, you know, comment and take a look, if there's a way that, you know, I could give out an email that they can contact me, and I'd welcome their input seriously because I need help with this, trying to figure it out. Where if it's confusing, I don't want it to be confusing to the viewer, and I wish I was more polished with this, but I think we're among friends, and I'm just trying to figure out how to make this work and get this off the ground. So I welcome your
you know,
so
another thing too, if you guys post comments and under his YouTube channel when you're watching a show, we get notified for those things. So that's a great way to do that. Same thing, you know, when you're on Rumble, when you put something in a comment, whoever owns that channel, like with YouTube, I get comments all the time on mine if somebody puts that in there. So that's a great way to put something on there. And we always say we love your comments, you know, like when I'm doing my food shows. If you guys try it, let me know. If you added something special to it, let me know. If you want me to cook something special for you, let me know. That's what the comment sections are for. And we get
absolutely.
You want to give out your information. And I also posted where you can find them on Instagram as well too. But one of the things too is collaboration. And I'm going to, like I said, we'll have a chat afterwards because I'll get you hooked up into our little network. And next thing you know, I mean, I've got 600 something people over there in one group that share things out. And we really try to lift and support each other. You know, I've got just 100 in another group. We've got 600 over here on Rumble. I mean, just all these things to do this. Now, one of the things I thought about for your shows, have you ever thought about, I don't know how your kitchen, but maybe a chef's kitchen, is actually having a show with a chef as they're cooking for you? That might be fun versus going to a restaurant. I mean, that would be
lovely. I would absolutely be up to. I'm gonna actually do one with a friend of mine who's not necessarily a chef, but he's a great cook. He's a
There you
musician,
go.
and I've done a lot of recordings with him and live performance with he and his wife. And we're gonna have like a band party. But his friend is a chef. I don't personally know any chefs, but that would be a great idea. I'd love to do that. And I have an episode coming up with a friend of mine. She's a Brazilian guitar player, where I went to her house and she cooked muqueca, which is a Brazilian dish.
Yes.
And she made that. And she and her husband, and she cooked a meal, and we talked about her cooking the food, and then we sat down and we ate, and then we just talked about Brazil, and we talked about Brazilian music and culture as we're eating the food. And that was great. It's one of my favorite episodes, which I'll release in the coming months, probably
Beautiful.
maybe 3 months. That is already done. It's been done. I had one with a pretty well-known jazz singer where she made pasta. She made a homemade marinara sauce, and the husband, who happens to be her drummer, and a fantastic drummer, he made chicken cutlets. Unfortunately, I talked to him after the whole thing was done, and it's a great episode. I love it. But they felt a little skittish because they realized, and she's kind of well known, that we shot it at their house, and then she has, unfortunately, some fans that are a little too creepy,
Right.
And she goes, I don't know if I feel comfortable having people see my house.
Right.
And I went, and they felt terrible. They were like, we know the amount of work you put in this. And I said, listen, my friendship with you means so much more than this stupid little show. And it's fine. It's fine. If you don't feel comfortable, don't even worry about it. So I still have it for me, and I'm proud of the episode, but I'll never air it. Just because you got to be cool.
And there might be a way to manipulate it so you can block the background. Because I'm thinking with StreamYard right now, you can film using this platform, and you can literally block your background. That might be an option when people want to hide their privacy, because you can put up something fake, behind you. So that might be another option too. Or you might be able to find a way to edit. That's a lot of work though to clear out that, but that background. But I get it.
They're sitting. She's literally cooking at the kitchen. And then we're all sitting at the table afterwards.
That's right.
So it'd be a little tough,
Right.
Yeah. But my other friend.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, I get that. I mean, not that I was super famous, but I was a chef and I was pretty well known. I was on the news a lot, and I had my restaurant, but I only lived like a mile away from the restaurant. And I would get people. I had a crazy person come to my house and return chicken parmesan. I kid you not. Knocking on my door. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, the restaurant's closed today. Well, I'm like, how long have you had this? For like a week. I'm like, and you're coming to my house? Well, we saw you drive home. I'm like, oh my gosh. And can you even imagine being a famous singer or a famous whatever? You got to have some privacy. I was like, okay, this is nuts. It was just a chef that was pretty well known, right? And he still wanted to come to my house. So I totally get how she wants to pretend where she was. Isn't that nuts?
That's frightening.
Oh my gosh.
And plus,
it is crazy.
Plus the chicken's it's not good after 4 days, right?
Right, but it was raw when she get it. I go, why didn't you, it wasn't cooked all the way through. Why didn't you tell us immediately? I would have bought your meal. I would have cooked you a new one. What in the world, right? You took it home. You saved it for me. You tried to go back to the restaurant. It was closed, so you come to my house. I mean, she already had issues. I'll guarantee you that. But I just weird. So I totally get little things of what you're saying, because that's just minuscule being compared to somebody who's really famous. I think if this is a hobby, and would I like it to take off? Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'd love to do it. But if it takes off where, it gets some traction and some viewership and some people digging it, then I'd have a little more clout to go to a chef, but being totally unknown, I don't have that cachet, you know what I mean? I don't have that thing where I can go, hi, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Gordon Ramsay. Can I, you know what I mean? So pick on the littler ones first, and you might get a little bit more. And then once you get that under your belt, but I don't know, I've got a lot of ideas for you. You know,
I'm all ears. I'm
and
all
I
ears.
will,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to set up a time, we'll just talk about that afterwards and be like, okay, just
I'd love to do that. Thank
how
you.
can I help?
Thank you.
Because I can give you
Thank
all
you.
these different places that you could go, and we can, number one, start getting you viewership. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing, right? Everybody,
Yeah.
and get those things. You know, heck, my YouTube just started too. So you guys, if you're over there, make sure you hit the likes and the follows. They're really important. Subscribe to the show; it's free. I've put those in the comments for you guys as well as also the permanent chats, so you guys can find it, right? And make sure you guys, you know, that's the least we can do. And then we'll get this shooting out. Awesome.
And I'm messaging you right now.
Are you?
Yeah, because I'm saying please send me your YouTube channel link. So
I hope it doesn't get right. Thank you. I hope it doesn't get banned. I'm sorry. Not that my channel does, but like I said, Michael, this is your music. You're playing. It's your show. And like copyright violation. I'm like, I've done that with so many other people. It's usually, you know, and it's every time, you know, I have a musician on. You're like, this is nuts. You know, absolutely nuts. So
yeah, the only thing would probably be that one for the first recording. The rest of the stuff, the music that's the thing that I wrote, so that'd be fine. But the and all the music that's in the background for all the rest of the video, that's all license free. So
there you go.
You know,
that's what I had to do with my intros and stuff too. Make sure you're using music. Awesome.
Yep.
Absolutely awesome. We're so excited. I'm so excited not only to,
Thank you.
have you back on, but your new adventure, because I think that is something that people really are going to like. You know, it's not just a typical cooking show and whatever, and just being able to sit down and have, you know, fun, eat, enjoy. What a great idea.
So I wanted to ask you, and I want to ask the viewers, if you can. So I have two. I'm going to release a new one where I go to Buc-ee's, which is I call it a truck stop on steroids. It's a Texas-based company. That's a very short video. It's actually about 8 minutes long. But when I did this, I have about 8 of these videos completed. So I'm probably not going to edit that one. But I think going forward, the ones that I haven't released, I would do the intro of the theme song intro, which I want to keep because I think it's kind of fun, and nobody else has a theme song with an intro like that. Yeah, Frosty Pimp. Yeah, Buc-ee's, love Buc-ee's. But I sit down and I talk about the episode I'm going to do, and I think going forward after this next one that I release, I don't know if I need to do that, where I might just go into the drum beat and just go into the episode. Because it takes like a few minutes before we even get to the episode, and I want to. It's like I'm saying, okay, guys, what do you think? Because I'm being vulnerable because this was my whole concept, but I think maybe it takes too long to get there, and it might be kind of like people attention spans are shorter than they used to be. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm not gonna be a TikTok guy. That's not what I do. It's not gonna be 15 seconds and I'm done. And I was also thinking of maybe just taking the drum beat and just making those as shorts and just basically theme song episode, like going forward after the Buc-ee's thing, and just or after a few of them, and then just really just streamline, trim the fat, and get quicker to the episode. So I welcome your like I said, I'm going to give you guys an email, and feel free to contact me if you want to take the time to do this. That would be great. And the confusing thing, because it's not the post show episodes, it's the Kevin's Beats and Eats, or Kevin Eats at blah blah blah. So yeah, Kevin Goes to Buc-ee's is the next one I'm going to do. So I welcome your thoughts, because I want to know how I can make it more fun. I don't want to make it an arduous thing for people going, ugh, can we get to the frickin' episode already? So drum roll straight to it. Okay, Frosty says,
I'm laughing at this too because I think it's a great idea. And when I think about shortening mine or changing whatever, they're like, no, everybody knows your theme song. Everybody knows your whatever. So I don't know. Maybe because I put on a really long one, but mine's only 45 seconds, to start. I don't think that that's very long, but I think they're all agreeing with that, just drum roll straight into it. They like that idea.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, the Buc-ee's thing, I could probably take off the intro and but could I still have Don't eat gas station sushi, Kevin. Good tip. Thanks. So, but what do you think the drum beat should be within the episode? Just do the drum beat and just like the intro, drum beat, and then the episode, or should don't Boris get to the chorus? should I have the drum beat separate from the video and just put that in a short, or what do you guys think?
Right?
I don't know.
Don't forget, of course. I don't know, you guys. You guys are hilarious. I don't know.
I appreciate the feedback. You know?
Right? Maybe shorten it just a little bit as you're going into it, because you got your logo and your whatever, and always want to have that high hit subscribe kind of thing, a few little seconds. But I like the whole 30 seconds kind of. Is that what somebody is interested?
Well, the theme song's about 40 seconds.
Is it?
So,
well then, guys, I don't think that's too bad.
And it has the intro talking about who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I did include in every one of them is I did include chapters. So if somebody wants to, everything's chapters. So they have the chapters, you know. Mm-hmm. So I just don't know if the drum beat should be included. I may just get rid of the intro on the Bucky's one, since I haven't done that, and do that this weekend. I may re-edit it and upload it. And because that's the thing with YouTube, once you put it up there for public consumption, if you take it down and then resubmit it edited, whatever viewership that got is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's like it's one and done. So that's the thing that's a little nerve-wracking. You know, I think I will keep the first two as is, because they're the ones that got the most viewership, and I don't want to, you know, lose that. I'd have to start from scratch to get people to you know. So all right, well, I appreciate you guys. With this, I appreciate. Thank you for putting that up there.
You know, this is the best thing that you guys can do if you want to give some true feedback. Is go there, subscribe, watch a few episodes, and give some feedback. You know, you can hit the comment section here. On any of it, even on, you know, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you know that, just like in Rumble and the permanent comments, you know, and say what you guys think or what you don't from watching the show. And then just say hi. Say, hey, I watched your show with Lady H, and you ask for advice. So that's what I honestly suggest you guys
That would
do.
be great. That would be great. Yeah. Just be kind, because I'm a delicate flower.
We have the ability to delete that. Do you know that, Kevin?
Oh yeah, that's true. Block.
Anybody wants to put out bad comments, I can delete your comments in a second. I'm like,
the
no.
Power of everything. Yes, exactly. Right. Of ultimate power. But yeah, that. So all right, cool. Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you guys.
You guys are great. Yes, they love the drum roll thing. Isn't it awesome? Well, I'm so excited. You can come back anytime. You know,
you're so sweet. Thank you, lady.
My pleasure. We will talk, because I've got ideas, things I could show you behind the scenes that might help you out. Anything I can do, and then introduce you to where we are. We got to get you on a few social medias. Like I love X. I'm just kind of exploding over there.
Wow.
And it's especially for arts, you know, of all kinds. It's amazing how that is, you know. And I've noticed too that if you share out a lot of arts, all of a sudden, you know, not that I'm not into some news per se, but I don't want to sit 24/7, right? So your algorithm changes, and all of a sudden I'm just getting feeded with all kinds of different amazing arts and musicians. And so, but somebody's got to beautify that, and then other places as well. So we will get you involved so we can share it out.
JJ just said, I didn't really understand. Put intro audio into the main video. That will shorten the overall length of the video instead of the intro video itself. What does that mean?
He is my video guy. So JJ, he does a lot of my commercials and so forth, and my intros and exits to help me with that. Oh, and he would know about that. JJ,
so I didn't really understand what JJ was saying. Is put intro audio into the main video. That will shorten the overall length.
Right.
I'm not really understanding the length
we
of the
gotta
video
get you
instead
on
of the intro. Okay.
JJ, you can maybe reach out to him and check that out. I don't know if you've got Instagram, JJ, or not. I do not. But I'm going to throw this into the chats, and you can do that as well.
Thanks. Yeah.
Explain it a little bit better than that.
So let me see.
We're not all techies, JJ.
Yeah, we're not all smart as you.
I had to learn this like dinosaur age. I'm like, when I was running my school too, they're like, who's your tech guy? I'm like, that's me. I'm like, yeah. He says, nope, no meta for me. See, yeah, I don't do that either. Right? It's just dying. So, okay. Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
I don't do I didn't do
How about this? I will get, hey, Kevin, I will email
Yeah.
you JJ's, if it's okay with him, I will email you JJ's email address and you guys could talk about that.
Okay,
He
great.
really knows
And
his
if
video.
anybody wanted to stay in touch with me, I'm it's gonna be I'll excuse me. I will give my email. Let me see, here it is. If I can copy it. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna copy the address and send it to some folks. So you know what? I'm gonna put it to you in the chat here, and then you can copy and paste it. How's that?
Okay. Yep. Yep. I can do
I
that.
think this will work.
He says, sure. Yeah. Oh, look at
that's
that.
it. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Thank you, guys. You guys are really great, man. It's really, really, really appreciated. And I wish it was funny, you know, before I got online with you, I was kind of going, what the heck am I going to talk about? How honest am I going to be about this? Because if you see some of the viewership, like out of the gate, some of the shorts, I do one that's just a silly one with Debbie Boone. That Debbie Boone. And she makes a little joke, and there's a drum fill called the Pat Boone Debbie Boone, which means if you're a drummer, it's da doom daga gom boom, right? It's da doom daga gom, and I don't know who started this, but this has been around for 20 years. They call it the Pat Boone Debbie Boone fill, drum fill, because Pat Boone Debbie Boone. So we're doing a sound check. I did a little solo on some song, and then she says, I can't believe you didn't play one Pat Boone Debbie Boone in that whole drum fill, in that drum solo that you just took. And I said, you know what? I want to take some video of that. Can you do that again? So we did. And then I uploaded that thing. That stupid 12-second video that took no talent, no work, no sweat, that got the most views.
Really?
That got like almost 12,000 views when I first launched the channel. But stuff that I spent, 15 hours doing.
Right. Maybe it's the
66
attention
views.
span.
That's it.
Right.
Play this. It's pretty
It could
cute.
be the attention span that you were talking about, right? My senior did one in school. It's like every 6 seconds. Seems like that's the attention span. But here you guys go.
And not one Pat Boone Debbie Boone.
I know.
Not one Pat Boone.
This is the greatest moment in my life.
I can't believe you do a drum
That's it.
solo and not one Pat Boone Debbie Boone.
I know.
Not
This-
one Pat Boone.
This is the
I'm thinking it's really, truly, so everyone likes these shorts. I mean,
I know.
But,
That's why I'm doing shorts is because I know people like it, You know what the other thing I'm noticing? I
right?
gotta get a new shirt. I'm wearing the same shirt there, I'm wearing the same shirt here. The videos that all my video, if you looked in the closet, it's all the same shirt. It's I have like 55 of the same shirts. And yes, I went to Kohl's. That's my budget. So that's it.
I'm laughing now that I
I'm
go
so
and I
bougie.
click over. I'm like, oh, it is that same shirt. Yeah.
Mhm. And I have the same gig shirt. Everybody that works with me, if I'm not wearing like a suit and tie, I'll wear my jacket and the slacks, and I have the same shirt, the same Perry Ellis. I don't even know if Perry Ellis is around. It's the same shirt I wear at every gig that I can get away with, and I've had that shirt for 30 plus years.
That's right.
And that's it. That's all I wear. And people know me just, well, it's a good shirt. Thank you, Frosty.
Right. That's what I was just gonna grab. It is. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works, I mean, there's right.
I'm a creature of habit.
Right. And when you're, too, it depends. Like if you're out there eating black, why do you think servers and wait staff always wear black? Because stains, right? That's something you don't want to see. And if you're taping something, it's not like you can go switch and change and come back and whatever, right? So that's a great thing too. Also, when you're on camera, everyone, black, I hate to say it, but black usually is the greatest color for you. So little tricks that we all get stuck with here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree. That was a nice little spoof, wasn't it? I agree, Jay. Yep. Awesome.
Well, anyway,
thank you
again, everybody.
Welcome.
For your. I hope you guys, if you could subscribe and yeah, please feel free to comment. Try to be somewhat nice if you don't like something, and so I don't cry and start, cutting myself in a corner.
Right.
But
We don't want to do that. That's right. If you
because
got nothing nice
musicians
to
are
say,
very insecure. We're all very insecure.
that's right. But
That's the inside
aren't we
scoop.
all raised?
We're all self-absorbed and completely insecure.
Hey,
So
I have a rule that goes on with my group. You got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's how I was raised. If you don't like it, keep on scrolling. That's just kind of how it goes, everybody. But you know what? I love it. And thank you guys so much. You're wonderful with your comments and compliments. Everyone, please thank you. Thank Kevin for being with us here tonight. And we'll get him back on the show again, maybe before a year comes up. Right. But oh man, I can't wait to hear how it goes. And I will definitely be contacting you, and we will set up a time to just chat about whatever I can do to help you. Okay.
Thank you, lady. You're so gracious. Thank you. And thank you, everybody. And who's that? Cask's Mom's Void. Yeah, you would look good in the same style, maybe a different color. I'm very nervous now. I can't switch colors. It's gotta be this one. I'm a creature of habit.
Right. Oh, I hear that.
Thanks, JJ.
I hear that. Absolutely awesome. Yes, it was
Thank you guys.
phenomenal.
Very sweet.
All right.
You're very, very kind. Thank you.
Have a great night. Yes.
All right.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And feel free to give out that email if they want to stay in touch, and have a wonderful evening.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye. That was awesome. Okay. This is his email that he wanted me to give out to that too. I've dropped into the chats and also in the community. You guys can find him on Instagram. You guys can check out his YouTube videos here. I'm going to throw that one. Let me just grab it again. So we have that. So you guys can go check that out. Let me just copy and paste this here so you guys can have this. Okay. That is the YouTube channel as well for his new Beats and Eats. Absolutely awesome. Oh, you are the best too. We love it. Love to have you on anytime. Isn't this fantastic, everyone? But we're not done. Yes, it was awesome. I agree, guys. Yes, it was absolutely awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Good luck with your fun show. I hope you guys go and watch that and give some great feedback. That would be really awesome. I appreciate you guys for doing that and all the wonderful things you say to my guests. That means the world to me. So much. All right. Should we listen to another one of his fantastic songs? I think so. So let's find, they Straighten Up and Fly Away. I like that one. All right. We're going to play one of his songs so you guys can enjoy some of his music as well. Okay. So let's load this one. This one is up, Straighten Up and Fly Right. Here we go, guys.
The buzzer took the monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back, but the monkey grabbed his neck and said, "Now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use in jiving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." The buzzer told the monkey, "You are choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free." The monkey looked the buzzard right dead in the eye and said, "Your story is so touching, but it sounds just like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Don't you blow your top. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzer told the monkey, you are showing me. Release your hold and I will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer right dead in the eye and said, your story is so touching, but it sounds just like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top.
Wasn't that awesome? We're going to close out with one song here, another one of his songs on the way out. But you guys are so wonderful to my guests. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments and compliments and always treating my guests with such respect. That means so much to me, you guys. I cannot tell you how grateful I am for that. And I love that you guys join me. I love that you love my shows, and I'm so excited. You guys are the best viewers a girl could ever ask for. I'm so thankful for that. Tomorrow is going to be a great show. Maybe you need to wear some pajamas. Maybe you need to have some popcorn. I don't know. It's going to be a longer show. I know it, but you guys, we are celebrating our amazing Easter spring art extravaganza. Let's just put it that way. I'll be posting this right after the show. I've gotten 70 different pieces of art from our amazing artists from all around the world. Super excited about this. I usually do these little collaboration shows about 4 times a year. And everything from our wonderful, we're going to be highlighting the wonderful artists also that have been highlighted this week as we've done Holy Week celebrations. Probably people in my group are going, what in the world's going on? But I made a post saying we are doing something totally different this week. And every single day we had a beautiful theme, from birth to childhood to baptism to ministry to in the Garden of Gethsemane. Today was on the cross, so it's just amazing having this week as we celebrate this beautiful Holy Week together through the arts. So I'm excited about that. Plus our artist of the day tomorrow, just super exciting as you guys hopefully join me for that show. Right? It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to show off these amazing talents tomorrow night. That is what's going on. Then Sunday, I know it's Easter, but if you guys want to just come and hang out with me, it would be great because, mine are always, my husband's working. So we're going to be listening to Aromem's very first concert here on the Headmaster's Homeroom, just to set the mood for our wonderful Easter in the absolute most perfect way. And so if you guys want to even just turn that on to listen to some great music, I promise you will not be sorry. Aromem is one of my favorite bands. I love that family so much, as they have done 5 live concerts on this show. I'm so excited to play there first because that really inspired this amazing piece behind me. Well, inspire it, but amazing things happened during that show with this this artwork here. So that's what's going on this week. So far, so good. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. That we love Kevin. It was absolutely fantastic. So if you guys want to know about what's going on with my shows, and thank you guys so much for sharing, right? But you can give me a follow. You please do follow me on X at either Lady Hamilton AR1, where we're streaming right now, or Lady Hamilton Art. You can also follow me on Truth Pilled Gabbed and YouTube. Well, YouTube is different, but Pilled Truth Gabbed Lady Hamilton Art. This is the YouTube channel there. If you guys want to go and hit a subscribe for free, that really will help out as well too. Although I know Rumble and Pilled is where it's at with the chats. Just awesome. Oh, you'll be joining me on Easter. That's awesome, Cask. I won't be alone. Awesome. Fantastic. But I get if you're with your families and you're doing wonderful celebrations, I do understand that as well. But thank you for the ones that will be able to join me on that evening. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so what else was I going to say? I think that was it. Oh, no, a huge thank you to the amazing people that have totally contributed. You guys absolutely rock. And a huge thank you for your support. with both Mitchell over there and White Wings on Pill tonight. Cash App's coming in. You guys subscribing, but most of all, you guys just joining the show and being a part of my amazing world. Thank you so much for that. But let's give this amazing group some love as well. They do tons for me, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of them. So let's give them some thank you and a follow, starting with our amazing JJR SVL. You guys can follow him on Truth X Gab Pilled Getter and his Rumble channel. Our fantastic Tri-Stater, you guys can follow him on Truth and on X. Our beautiful Nancy, you guys can follow her on Truth and on X. And our wonderful Frosty Pimp, you guys can follow him on Truth and on X. All right, guys, like I said, we are going to be leaving today with some amazing, more sounds of the amazing Kevin Winard. And this is going to be, I need to set that up. That's all. I thought that was going to be appropriate for our way out tonight. I will see everybody tomorrow. Yes. For our amazing art extravaganza, our Easter and spring special. So I'm so excited. I thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I truly am thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for art night. All right, let's jam out to Kevin on our way out tonight. Thank you, everybody. Be blessed. There we go.
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call. And the only heart I own for you and you alone, that's all, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter night. That's all, that's all. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all, that's all. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Satellite coming down in 3, 2, 1.